Hi everyone, so this reading is for Capricorns for mid-month, May. I will try to talk slower. I apologize, it was Mercury retrograde. In Mercury retrograde, I have a hard time communicating. Depending on planetarily, what's happening with the planets as well, it can activate my Mercury in my chart. I have Mercury Sag, so it's quick thinking, quick talking, quick ideas while I'm talking. I already have ideas in my head and what I want to, like, I'm having a conversation physically, but there's a conversation going on in my head as well. That makes sense. If you watch, I made a video about a little bit about me and my channel, and it has information in there about my astrological chart to let you know, help explain it a little better. So I'm going to be doing these a little different. I'll be laying out 7 cards for the first week and then 7 cards for the second week. And it's kind of weird using the camera on the computer because 1, you're talking to yourself. 2, you can see yourself while you're talking to yourself. And 3, I'm pretty shy. It's a Leo North Node now. I have a Leo Moon as a Sag Sun too. I kind of pushed, regardless, I'm not water signs or earth signs, even air signs can hide certain things. A fire sign doesn't have that ability, which is why they usually get angry and are action oriented or move quickly. They can't hide things. They have to act on it, right? So what we have for the beginning of the week, and this is in the past, there was some sort of decision that you had to make and you didn't make it, Capricorn. There's a choice and you didn't make it. The moon's here. There's something you're not facing. With the moon being emotions, it's Cancer, is coming to me, and it's home. So there's something emotionally happening at home that you're not facing, and you need to. And what it's facing and what's coming is present. It's Temperance. You need to be very balanced. But I'm feeling like what's this saying is that you didn't face these things at home, and this is at home. This is what I'm getting, the energies. My nose is itchy, so that usually means that it's like somebody's tickling it, which usually means it's, bang on. It's just somebody kind of like, telling me, energy wise, there's an imbalance at home that you're not facing, and you need to face it. You didn't do it in the past. You need to do it. You have to do it. If you don't do it, then the tower is going to come in. You don't want the tower to come in. You don't want the universe taking care of it, because it's going to be the harsh way. It's going to be a removal. Whereas if you did it, it would be easier. Temperance is balanced, though. This is what's coming in the present. So this is how you're feeling. You need to take advantage of that. This is also the card of Sagittarius, which is alchemizing. So it's taking a negative situation and making it positive. So, and it has to do with work. Capricorns. So this is the hidden influences, your hopes, your fears, and your expectations. So you're expecting, some of you guys, to not get a job, and that's what's going to happen. Or your finances to be low, and that's what's going to happen because you're thinking about it. Capricorns. So what I'm feeling for some of you Capricorns is that you feel like it's unfair. Something's unfair, and it's finances. And I think this is for you older people. I'm getting like in your 50s, 60s. You might financially be having problems, or maybe you lost your job, or you're having problems finding a job. You're getting lower paid incomes than what you feel your value is. We'll have to pull more cards to get clear on that, because this is not a personal reading, and in personal readings you can I can entwine with the energy. I can see through things that way, but in a general reading it's universal, and I have to be respectful to the universal laws, right? There's laws that I have to abide by. That might sound weird, but I mean, that's what I believe in, right? I believe in karma and I believe in balance. I am a Sag. This is temperance, right? Sages are belief systems, has to do with God, philosophy, right? So this is the past. You guys are stuck in the past. This is what's coming up as your obstacles and conflict. So with the cards that you have, this is saying that you made a choice. This is a choice that you made because you were stuck in the past. Your last job could have ended because of your mindset. The way you think, the way you handle things is based on the past. There's some sort of past thing that's interfering with you, and it's a mindset that you have. But this is nostalgia, and nostalgia means that this is coming from the past, where like childhood. But this is also saying, Capricorn, that you're refusing to see something with the moon, secret, something's hidden. You could be the one doing it, or it could be being done to you. There's an avoidance, definitely. But this is, I feel like what it's saying is that you're only looking into things that you've done in the past, and you feel like that's your only option. And temperance is saying you need to alchemize, which means you might need to get out of your comfort zone. If you're thinking that you can only be doing the same jobs that you did in the past, how did that work out for you? How'd that work out for you? It didn't, right? Because that's life coming in and the universe coming in. You believe in angels, God, spirit coming in, removing things because there's a path that you're supposed to be on, and you're avoiding it. You don't want to get out of your comfort zone. You want to do what's known to you. Like, you want to stick with the old, and this is what the old's created for you. You need to create new. You need to take this nasty energy and create new. That's what it's saying here. Nose is itchy again. Ooh, Ace of Wands, good stuff. Capricorns, I do love my Capricorns. I'm not gonna lie, you guys. You know what? I might give you a hard time. I don't mean to. My dad's a Capricorn. I've had a few Capricorn bosses. I've met a few acquaintances that were Capricorns, and I must say, with Capricorns, there's just this like weird bond that I have with them that I feel like we both can like open up to each other and kind of let down our guards. I know as a Capricorn that suppression, constant suppression is a hard energy. And I always feel like when I'm around a Capricorn, and I feel quite privileged because they let their guards down, and you never see that with a Capricorn. You don't see that. But that's the bond that a Sag and Cap has. You know, there's just this holiness, you know, because even a Sag might seem very carefree, outgoing, happy-go-lucky. They don't tell people their problems. They keep it all in, and just like a Capricorn does, and they smile and nod through it, you know? Like, sometimes I wish I could have that Capricorn energy where I could be a grumpy cuss for a while instead of smiling through it. But a Sag is just not in us. We just kind of smile through it all, right? Like, but with a Capricorn, I always feel like those guards come down. It's a very special bond. It's beautiful, kind of. I get a lot of clarity from you guys, too. Like, you guys channel. Like, anybody I came into that was a Capricorn, they channel, or they don't realize it either. With the Ace of Wands coming in, so this is outside influences. It's some sort of new passion, new spark, new idea. With this card, there is the you have to be careful because it's like a match, right? And a match is quick. It goes, you light it, you flick it, it lights, and then it goes out. There's a chance that you can blow it out, right? So write your ideas down that are coming to you, some sort of new passion that you might have that you avoided. So I'll give an example of this. My dad's a Capricorn, and my dad is, I believe, 62 years old, extremely intelligent. He's got, I think, 162 IQ. Sometimes I have no idea what he's talking about. But he's a welder fabricator. That's what he's always done, right? And my dad could be a teacher, an instructor. He's very wisdom oriented. We tried pushing him towards that. You can't push a person towards something, right? My dad's always had this love for comedy. I've always noticed that since I was 32. He's very witty, sometimes cheesy, but he's Capricorns and Cancers I find to be some of the funniest people. Geminis too, Sagittarius, they're pretty funny, but Capricorns and Cancers have a really good sense of humor, and Capricorns are on the spot. They're very witty. They're very, they're not sarcastic. Sarcastic's a negative trait, right? They're very witty though. And I had mentioned to my dad, you know, to try stand-up comedy, improv, right? He's very funny. It's something he always dreamt about doing and he never wanted to do. And he feels like he's too old to do it. Why? Because he's 62. I've seen people that were like in their 50s and their 60s become popular comedians. It's just the time in your life, right? So that's an example. Of course, being a Capricorn, stubborn as hell. I'm not gonna lie. And it's not that he's stubborn. For him, it's like he's stuck in this self-doubt. Capricorns, you self-doubt, and we went over this in May. Don't self-doubt yourself. You guys are intelligent, smart beings. You need to go out there and do your purpose, whatever that is. If that's making a person laugh, this is creative writing. Some of you guys are creative writers. You need to write a book, start writing down in journals. If you're stuck on this emotional feelings, because this is emotional feelings from the past, things that have happened, write it out, journal, start journaling. It might come across as a journal, but maybe down the road you can turn that into a book, you know? We need more writers. We definitely need more writers. Even a blogger about your favorite topics and stuff like that. You know, go out there, start adventuring, checking things out. If you're like, I know a lot of Capricorns, which seems odd. You would think the Sagittarius would be more extreme. A lot of Capricorns are into like extreme sports. They need that adrenaline. I can't say that word. They need that pump, you know, like they do things that are extreme sometimes. Like my dad does extreme skiing, drop it off in the mountain and then let loose. Terrifies me. Terrifies me. I've known a few Capricorns that do mountain biking. You know what I mean? There is that sense that you guys need to have that outlet where you can get all that built up energy like out, you know, and it's usually extreme when you guys do that. So, you know, improv, comedy, you guys are great at it. Try it. Try it. You could be killer at it. We have the Nine of Pentacles coming in here, and this is what should be done. This is taking action. This is taking action on something that you want to do. You really want to do. Because it's underneath this. This means that whatever this that you're not facing, you've doubted, you didn't want to do, you didn't want to try, do it. Turn around and face it. Do it. It's gonna bring you great joy. The next card we have, deck's upside down, is the Page of Pentacles. So this is a possible outcome. So this is a new material start. It's a page. So like I was saying, like with the improv being a page, it might not seem like something that, because it's a page, it's a small gesture, right? But that small gesture leads to something big. Everything starts small. You don't just get a corporation. You start with a little mom and pop store first before you can branch out and get other stores, right? You got to start somewhere. But this is saying that when you start that somewhere, you have it. And you see, like in this card here, you see how he's looking? The eyes are looking there. You're not looking here. You're looking here. So if you look, this is a possible outcome. The outcome can change. This is an energy that will come and go. You choose what you do with it. So if you look at whatever it is that you're not looking at, that you don't want to face, then this will come true. If you don't, well, then you're just going to be stuck in this and this. You know, there's also drinking going on here, Capricorns, too. This card always comes up for drinking. And usually the Chariot. I find when there's a drinker, these two come up. And it's affecting your health. You're emotionally... when you're avoiding something, you need to have an outlet for it. It's going to come out in some negative way. Drinking, smoking, shopping... pornography, could be dating multiple people, you know, like stuff like that will occur. There's nothing you can do. It's got to come out. So if you don't face it, it's going to come out, right? We have the Ace of Swords in the second week. It's cutting through this. You're going to make that choice. You're going to make that decision. You're going to move forward on an adventure. You're going to take your time, and there's nothing wrong with taking your time to make your decision. Maybe by that second, well, it's showing here midweek, in mid-month there, the first week after the mid-month, you'll get this new idea. Write it down. Make sure you're writing things down. This is also painting to me. This is painting and writing. That's what that is to me. Your mental clarity is what you need, and you can't Can't be groggy. This is groggy to me. You can't be groggy while you're doing it. So you need to get your body cleansed. So 3 of Wands with the Temperance. This is going to be the presence in the second week. So it'll be how you feel. If you've made this decision to take that new opportunity and get outside of your comfort zone, then it's quite protected. You're quite protected. Spirit wants to push you forward. Also, again, the creative here, right? This is creative. Passion. What are you passionate about, Capricorn? What are you passionate about? Because that's what you need to be doing. Some of you guys, it's writers. You guys are like a great writer or an artist or something, you know, writing, even short stories, for kids stories. Capricorn, you'd be really good at that too, you know, like, but this is creating with hands. I see you creating with your hands something. That's why I say writing. You're definitely protected. I don't know why my nose is so itchy. So we have the 5 of Swords coming in with the 5 of Pentacles. So you're going to have to make a sacrifice, Capricorn. And I feel like for some of you guys, it might be the finances. I mean, if you're going to do something that you want to do and find your passion and truly be happy, you're not probably going to make the finances that you want in the beginning, though, right? In the beginning. You're doing it to be happy. And once you find that thing that makes you happy, then you actually will start making the money. It's just a matter of finding it. It's a sacrifice, some sort of sacrifice that you're going to have to make. You might have to sacrifice your old finances to follow your passion, and that's okay, you know, and that's quite often in life when you lose everything or when you've made those sacrifices is when you get the best sparks and creativity. It's about being comfortable in what you have in the here and now, because what you have is more than enough. Society is quite greedy. We get greedy. We don't need everything that we have. You know what I mean? We don't need to be having Netflix and Crave TV and all those other, like 4 or 5 of those television programs while you have cable. You don't need all of those. You can cut some of those off and just watch TV every now and then. Instead of watching TV, read a book. You know, you gotta get creative. So we have on top of the 6 of Cups is a choice. You guys are indecisive, Capricorns. So this is a conflict. Like, you guys, in order to get out of this, you're going to have to stop thinking about the past. Whatever's happened in the past is the past. Some of you guys, it's past finances. You're stuck on maybe having a lot of money. Maybe you made a lot of money in the past and you're not now. And you're stuck on that. You're putting value in money. Of course you're going to be unhappy. Like, you need to put the value in yourself. Your value comes from you, not from materialism, not from what people want or what people see. Some of you guys, I think it's like, you might be worried about image. Oh, 10 of Pentacles. This is really good, Capricorn. I love this. You guys make great fathers, by the way. I don't know any Capricorn women, actually. It's a lot, right? I think I met one recently, but yeah, I don't know too many Capricorn women. Capricorn men I do know, and I do find you guys to be generally great people. Misunderstood. In Capricorn females, I'm sure that's the same thing. Misunderstood, but you guys are really great people. So with the Ace of Wands and the family here, the 10 of Pentacles, this, with the 6 of Cups here, this could be a child coming to you for help. A child has a business adventure that they want to do, and they really need you to help them. You know, Capricorns, you guys know how to get things done. You know how to do it. But this is also saying if you have a business adventure, you need to keep this idea. Don't be talking about it with other people. You need to keep it within your family. This is saying family. You really need to keep it within your family, right? This could also be a family member giving you that idea. So listen to your family members. Like I was saying about me giving my dad, trying to encourage him to do improv, right? Like, he didn't, like, I'm his child. He's probably not going to listen to me, you know what I mean? But it's quite weird that people take advice from strangers and random people that they don't know more than they do the friends and family that they have, right? I'm not sure why people do that. Well, actually, I do have, but we'll discuss that at a later time. I'm sure I'll bring that up. We have the Ten of Cups. This is great. Ten of Cups on top of the Nine of Pentacles. So this is family oriented, a family business. Maybe you guys will start making. I see this also as pans, like little cooking pans. So maybe some of you guys, in the knife. You know who's coming to mind? What's that guy's name? Chef Ramsay. I wonder if he's a Capricorn. My dad loves him too. I wonder if he's a Capricorn. If somebody knows that, let me know. But maybe a family restaurant you guys should be looking into opening. If you can't start a family restaurant, you can start a little catering company within your home. If you can't do it in your home, you could always even if you make jarred jams and sauces and stuff like that, apple sauces, flea market, you can start selling that kind of stuff at the flea markets. If you make jewelry and things like that, start looking at other avenues instead of maybe you're in one. Yeah, okay. So what I'm getting is, for some of you guys, you're in one avenue, like you have a shop in one area. So say like if you had a little cart and you were in the middle of a mall, maybe instead of being in the cart in the middle of the mall, you need to start adapting to the flea markets. You need to start going to farmer markets. You could make a little website. You could also go start knocking on people's restaurants to try to get your product sold. You're going to have to start making the actual effort, though. You have the Three of Wands. This is like you needing to take action, Capricorn. There's no more sulking. You can't be sulking anymore. All right. This is also families really concerned about you, I think, too. I heard something. So for the next card, we have the King of Wands. So this is saying that you really have to, I get distracted by noises easily, sorry. You really have to take action, like we were saying, Capricorn. This is the King of Wands. This is a possible outcome. It's possible, right? You choose it. You have to take on this energy, though. This isn't an outside influence. This isn't a person. This isn't a fire sign coming in or anything. This is the energy that you have to take on. And this guy does not wait around for anybody to make a decision. This guy pushes forward. You know what I mean? Maybe you have family members that have an ability to, like I said, they could be an artist. They could be making applesauces, or they can bake, or they could even make clothes or stuff like that. This is what it's saying is, Capricorn, maybe you need to start getting involved in that. You need to take charge. Maybe you need to start telling them that that's a business adventure that they can do, and take charge and helping them do that and create a family business together. You know what I mean? Brewing your own beer even, like selling that, that's something. But you got to start knocking on doors, and even with your kids, if they have abilities, then you know what, like your kids need you, like to take charge is basically what it's saying. Okay, guys, hopefully this helped you out. I'll talk to you next month, and ciao for now.